Hi friends, in the previous video we create a Java application using the IntelliJ. Now I am going to explain that folder structure. When you are creating the application, inside the application you have that .ide folder, out folder and source folder. This out folder is created when you are going to build this application. This out folder is created, and after that you have the source folder. Inside the source folder you have that source codes. So I want to create a class without template, so I right click in that and I click the new and I create a Java class. So it will create a Java class, so I give the name as that hello world and enter. Now my hello world is created. Inside the class I want to create a main method. The main method is the starting point of the application. So now I am going to create the main method. Public static void main. Now I create the main method. Now I am going to print something. Now I play this. There was the error. I didn't give the string args. This string arg is getting the input from the command line. So it store it inside the args array. There was another error. I click and convert it to the double quotes, otherwise it's create the error. I didn't select the class, so I want to select the class, edit configuration, and I change this as hello world and okay. Now I am going to run this and it will print the something message. So if I want to create like this application, the main important thing is I want to tell that why I am create this class. So we use comments. The comments is very important in your application. If you write the comments, then everyone can understand why you are writing, the purpose of the applications. So in the comments we have single line comments. When we are writing single line comments, we use that double slash, and after that we are going to write this is my sample program. So this is single line program. If I want to use the multiple line comments, then I use slash star, and this is my multiple line comments. So like this I can create the comments, and this for print something. When we are printing, so we can use system.out.print, or we can use system.out.println. It will print the hello world, and after that it will print the new line character. So that is the difference between the print and println. So now I am going to run this, and it will print. Previously we print that system.out print something, so it will print the something word, and after that we have the println hello world, so it is going to print this hello world, and after that it will print the new line character. So if I want to check that again, I am going to print system and now I am going to print this, and it will print something, and after that it will print the color world, and I use the println, so it will create a new line, and after that the print Kajan is going to print. So like this it will print this. So when I am going to use println, it will print the word, and in the end of that it will print a new line. So that is the difference between the println and the print. And after that I can use other word for printing, system.out.printf. So in the C language we have the printf. So same as the C language, this printf also going to work. So when I am going to print a string character, I want to use like this, then comma, and I am going to print the string. Now I am going to build this. Now it will print this hello, I am here in here. So I want a new line, so I use that /n, sorry, \n. Now it will print Cayenne, and after that it will print the new line. These \n characters are escape characters, so these characters will print a new line. So we have different kind of / characters, example /t, like that. So now I am print that new line, and after that color I am here.